Last time we continued through the depths, fighting skittering frog lizards, gathering the plentiful treasures abound, and we also got our first taste of the invasion of Dark Spirit Knight Kirk. After finding a bonfire, we went ahead and ran a small farming route, killing these slimes in this hallway in order to get large titanite shards and green titanite shards, which we will use to upgrade a weapon to plus 10, and also later on get a divine weapon for use in the catacombs. We took out this channeler above the boss room to make sure he wasn't pestering us during the boss fight, and we gazed down upon the room where we will soon be fighting the Gaping Dragon. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. My name's Joel. Rocking a little bit new armor here. I've got this Elite Knight helmet, and I like how it kind of matches the black leather, the shoulder that's metal, and also the knee pads on the hard leather pants. Kind of looks neat. So today we're going to go ahead and take on the boss, get to the next area, see a NPC vendor. I went ahead and ran that little farming spot that I talked about before, and you can see here I have at least 9 each of green titanite shards, large titanite shards. I ended up with 14 large shards. This will allow me, once I bounce back out to Andre, I'll be able to make a plus 5 divine weapon, and I'll also be able to take a standard weapon to plus 10. So I'll be able to get more of each of these later to further upgrade things, but for now it's nice to have those so that when I bounce back out, I'll be able to get a much more powerful weapon, which will help a lot in Blighttown. So got those for now. And also I'm going to go ahead and take off this pyromancy flame and go back to the talisman, because the boss, we don't necessarily need the pyromancy. I would rather have the couple extra heals just in case, even though I don't think I'll need them. I want to say fire doesn't work that great on him. This boss, we're also going to be chopping off his tail, so we're going to keep with the battle axe, just so we can have this strong overhead. It's real easy to target a tail with that R2, two-handed R2, or one-handed R2. Anyhow, let's get a move on. So there's an NPC down here, interesting NPC, and he sells some armor and some items. So this is one of the main reasons that I have been saving up my souls. You'll see there I got 40,000 souls. It costs a lot of souls to buy the stuff he has, and he will move back to the Firelink Shrine area afterwards, after you've unlocked him, talked to him. But some of the stuff I just want to get right now, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about going back and forth, because as it stands right now, we're pretty deep into this, and even though I will be making some trips back to the Firelink Shrine area, I want to try to make as little as possible for obvious reasons. Just wanted to reiterate how annoying these little things are without the pyromancy flame. So much easier. Alright, so that rat ran in there. We'll take care of him later. Go inside the soul area. See a bunch of boxes, must be his supplies, and a door. It's locked. Of course it's locked. Who are you?
Aye, shall I? And good day to you. I'm Domhnall of Zena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
Domhnall of Zena adores trinkets and oddities. Alright, what else do you have to say, Domhnall?
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
So, if you talk to him before you buy anything, he actually won't give you any dialogue. But if you buy something from him, then he will say a little bit more to you. Gold pine resin, always good to have. We know how good that is. Bottom of this box, we've also seen this before. I believe Andre sells it. We will buy one eventually, but we don't need it right now. So we see here these crystal weapons and armor, or shield. Fully crystallized straight sword. How such a weapon was created is entirely unknown. The crystallization boosts its attack but makes the blade brittle. The sword cannot be used for long. You piece of crap. So basically, like the description said, you know, you can buy these crystal weapons which are very brittle. They'll break much sooner than a normal weapon, but they have special properties that makes them a little more powerful. And although I'm not 100% sure, I believe this was just kind of what you would consider like a consideration to the gamer, the character at this point, because if for some reason you've gotten here just poking rats and slimes and you really don't have a good +5 weapon or a decent shield or anything, then they're saying, all right, well, we're not going to just give you the good stuff, but we'll give you at least, you know, a suitable temporary replacement. So, you know, for instance, this shield has really good stability and fire and lightning resist, but just much lower durability. It actually has a lot more durability than the other two, which is kind of impressive. So I'm tempted to pick that up, but we'll see what else he has. Standard arrows and bolts, and then he's got all of the armor he's wearing. Some interesting stuff. So, Helm of the Wise, a strange helm from the ancient land of Zena, birthplace of the curious dealer Domhnall. The two horns are believed to symbolize wisdom. So that's a cool hat. We'll probably end up picking this up. You can see, you know, all these require a lot of souls. That's why I saved up so much. Many medals are believed to symbolize glory. Gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher. The inlaid silver rings symbolize an explorer. So explorer, vanquisher, glory, wisdom. So it's like this eclectic mix of interesting traveler's gear. So we'll go ahead and buy the armor. See if he'll talk to us now.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I am willing to share some tips. If you see kindling in the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repair the reassembling skeletons.
Well, we did already know that, but thank you for the tip.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
Let's purchase some more, see if he's got anything else to say.
I'm afraid I don't see any.
He may just not say anything else until later. Alright, I'll for now I'll grab the helm. And once I get the souls from the boss, I'll come back and get the gauntlets too, and perhaps buy this shield. We'll see.
I'm afraid. Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. We'll make another fine trade, of course.
Curious character. I'm going to talk to him one more time just to see if if the dialogue resets.
I'm afraid. Well, that is a shame, but no matter. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us someday, sometime.
Okay, so this is what I would consider to be the front entrance to the depths. I'm sorry, to Blighttown. This is the Blighttown door. And if you have the master key, you can go the back way, which is located in the Valley of the Drakes, not too far from Firelink Shrine. It's down around the area where Anor Londo is, or I'm sorry, New Londo. And we didn't go there yet. So basically, long story short, there's a much faster way through Blighttown than this one, but we want to be thorough. We want to get a lot of the treasures in there. And I wanted to show a playthrough without the master key in case there were people viewing this that hadn't picked the master key and wanted to know how to get through there. So we can see this viewpoint again. This is going to be the same area where above we killed the channeler and the rats. Same room, you can see that waterway and the light shining through the crack in the wall. Eventually we'll just go down and the stairs will all lead us, they will lead us to the boss. believe it's the next level down. There is a summoning sign. So you don't have to go it alone. Oh, here it is. I believe there's also a treasure here too, crossbow or something like that. Yes, heavy crossbow, heavy bolt. Let's see what that is. Powerful large crossbow. While bows require both hands, crossbow is held in one, but arming each bolt takes time. Okay, no new information there. Heavy crossbow can be pretty good on strength-based characters if you have no other way, if you can't wield a bow. Say your boy Lautrec, again. Shady as hell, but it seems always willing to help us out. And then Solaire, so this is real similar to the Bell Gargoyle fight in the sense that we can get both of these guys, so why not? It always seems a little bit easier with them. Hopefully they don't keep me from cutting off the tail this time. It should be a little bit easier on this guy. Artistically, this is one of my favorite bosses in the game. I think it's a really unique, creative kind of boss. Even though it's not extremely difficult, the mechanics aren't too overwhelming. I just really like the way he looks and the sounds he makes and the intro cutscene. Everything about it just seems like a really cool monster. Alright, Sun Bros, you ready for this? Let's do it. The Gaping Dragon. You can see this guy is massive. When he slams down like that, he's going to run ahead at you, so just kind of circle around. Be careful because his limbs still can stagger you like you see it did to our NPCs there. Try to get some swings off at this thing. He will jump up, be careful. See, he did 400 damage to Solaire right there, so he is not messing around. Oh crap, his tail's clipping through the wall. You can see there, just by brushing by his foot, I got damaged, so just be careful when you're around him. He can also spew out a large lava on the ground. I don't know if it's lava, but it's a, you know, it's like a some sort of goo that goes everywhere, so that's going to be another attack that we're watching out for. He slams down like that. Oh, Solaire's gone already. Okay, so now we got his attention. He slammed down, so now he's just going to run into the wall there, so this is perfect opportunity for us because he'll slam down there. Oh shit, I don't even know how I got hit there. Come on, tail. Another thing I wanted to note while I'm thinking about it, just let Solaire get his attention there for a second. There is a pit over here, so don't run too far back. You know, don't get intimidated by the boss and then run all the way back just to fall off. So From Software likes to do that kind of stuff. All right, Dragon King Great Axe. That's what we're looking for. We'll put that to use later. So for now, let's see if we can bait some of his other attacks. Try to get him to spit the goo or fly. I think he does like a flying up attack and slams down. So with Lautrec and Solaire, he has significantly increased hit points, so this might take a little bit, but as you can see, he has a lot of easy openings, even when you're just solo when you don't have any NPCs with you to distract him. So in a certain sense, I kind of think that that's why they give them to you, because normally you'd want them for distraction. So they say, sure, you can have 2 NPCs, but with this fight you don't really need the distractions as much. So what I'm trying to do right now is just sort of bait him to slam down, or any attack really that'll make him vulnerable. When he does his multiple ground slam like that, you should have time for 1 or 2 hits, but watch out because he will you know, jump up like that. Alright, so there we see that ground slam. So now he's going to run into the wall. Oh, never mind. Guess he just slammed the ground. So again, there's that. Quick opportunity to get a hit or 2 in on his leg. And there we see the lava spew. It will come back, so be careful. And it does have a lot of range. That's why they make this arena so big, is because when he spits that lava out, you really got to get out of dodge. And we got the Blighttown key, finally. Twin humanities and a homeward bone. So, always curious why it would be 2 humanities. Maybe just because he's so large. Maybe he actually had a human inside him that he ate. Who knows? Let's check out that key real quick. Key to Blighttown from the depths of the undead berg, swallowed by the gaping dragon. As its name suggests, Blighttown is a place of great pestilence. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers and built this mighty door in hopes that they could remain safely separated. Well, they can try, but we are about to open it. This corpse here, standard helm, hard leather armor, so this is the warrior starting gear. So this is kind of like a fallen warrior trying to take down the gaping dragon. So not too difficult, and if you have the master key, you can actually completely skip this area and this boss altogether, because you don't really need the Blighttown key to proceed. But it's good, you know, it's good souls, good amount of souls, and you know, it's not very hard, it's not very difficult. So what I'll usually do if I have master key is come down here, kill him, save up my souls, buy some stuff from Domhnall, and then I'll bounce back out because it's a lot easier to go the other way.
Aye, shall I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
Alright, man. Got any other dialogue for us? Gotta be something. I'll buy this crystal shield. I don't think I'll have any use for these, and we could buy them later, but I'll buy this for now. Sure, get the bottomless box too.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I am willing to share some tips. The cursed ghosts of New Londo are formidable foes. To face them, you will require special arms, or a cursed body. The quickest way to be cursed? Try the bug-eyed lizards in the sewer. Desperate measures, to be sure.
So this is kind of an interesting tip because he said, okay, well, you'll need special arms. And what he's referring to is the transient curse item, which is actually, as we saw before, just an arm of a dead person that we use to transfer curses to. But he doesn't really explain that. So if you haven't already seen the item, it sounds strange that, oh, you need special arms. What does that mean? You know, but he does give you the tip that you can be cursed. And he says, oh, yeah, you just go down and let the lizards curse you. Yeah, there you go. It's desperate, but you can do it. So useful info, but at the same time, it kind of nudges you towards a pretty difficult choice, or a difficult way of forging into New Londo ruins.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
I can afford these, so I'll just buy them just for lore, if anything. I guess they don't really have any lore, but I'll just buy them just to see if it creates any more dialogue with them. I don't think it does, though.
I'm afraid I don't see it.
Alright, so he will eventually move to an area near Firelink Shrine. It's actually the area that you have to jump to get the Ring of Sacrifice at the start below the aqueduct. Which is a stupid place, dude. Why would you hang out there? And why do you charge so much for your crap? That's cool, I still like you. I like your armor. But yeah, so he will show up at Firelink Shrine, so we don't have to worry about that. But now we are on our way to Blighttown, people. Ringing the second bell of awakening and see what's up. And you see that green tent kind of happen. That's not your monitor. That's not an error. That's just the tint of the area. It kind of gives you this sinking feeling of despair and pestilence and poison. And you can see it just descends down on these rotten wooden planks. But before we do that, I am going to run all the way out and talk to our boy Andre and get some weapons upgraded with those large Titanite shards and green Titanite shards before we head back. And I might even upgrade some armor too, since we're getting down to some a little more difficult areas. It might be better to have some good protection. And maybe even some more poison resist, we'll see. So just a short episode today. Just wanted to talk to Domhnall and kill a Gaping Dragon. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and run back, talk to Andre, maybe get a few new items, and then we will head back and continue our journey into Blighttown. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.